You're looking for the perfect Spanish curriculum for your child, but you're not sure you've found it just yet. By now, you've probably juggled a few language learning options. You've read some reviews, and you want to know more. I'm here to answer 2 very important questions to help you find the right solution for your family. What makes a foreign language curriculum effective and worth the price? Where can I find the perfect Spanish curriculum for my child? Learning versus acquiring language. The most effective foreign language curricula have one thing in common. They strengthen and reinforce the natural way that we learn a language by tapping into our inherent abilities. This is called language acquisition, and it's what you did as a baby when you started picking up your mother tongue. The difference between acquiring a language and learning it is that when you acquire a language, you live the experience of it. And when you learn a language, you study the parts of it. Which would you rather have your child do? The fact is, our brains are hardwired from birth to acquire language, but not necessarily to learn it. Acquisition happens naturally when we communicate with the language in a meaningful way. By interacting with people and objects in a significant way as you build your fluency skills, you are more likely to retain what you've learned and to learn more faster. Unfortunately, many Spanish language programs that are available use ineffective methodologies that promise fluency through drills and rote memorization of grammar and vocabulary. Have you ever seen a child learn a language this way? I know I haven't, but it's a pretty effective way to train a parrot. But now you know the secret, that the decisive factor to becoming fluent in Spanish is by communicating with it in meaningful ways. So how does an effective Spanish curriculum accomplish this? By focusing on 5 major elements: relevance, attention, meaning, memory, and accountability. Relevance means that the information you learn is significant to you. If you're learning a subject that doesn't inspire a personal connection within you, then it will be difficult to enjoy or even pass. Your child has a deep cognitive need to make sense of the world they live in. According to neurologist and former educator Judy Willis, relevant, meaningful activities that both engage students emotionally and connect with what they already know are what help build neural connections and long-term memory storage. At Homeschool Spanish Academy, our classes create relevance by encouraging Spanish conversation from the very beginning and fostering a meaningful relationship between student and teacher. Our one-on-one classes provide a dedicated space where your child and their teacher learn about one another, sharing details relevant to their lives, and the teacher can apply the Spanish lessons to the child's personal experience online and at home. The programs we offer at Homeschool Spanish Academy are built with your child in mind, based on their age, abilities, and interests. We understand that as a child grows up, their learning styles evolve, and each curriculum in our Spanish programs reflect that. That is why we have all the following programs: preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, and programs for adults. Each program is specifically designed with your student's age in mind. For example, the middle school years are a time of preparation and transition, and our curriculum takes that into mind. It addresses Spanish grammar topics head-on, similar to the high school curriculum, but it still goes at a slower pace to make sure that they are truly absorbing the material. It's like an introduction to a high school level course, which is what these middle school years are all about. Attention increases efficiency in mastering a new skill, and it's necessary for remembering new information. The perfect Spanish curriculum will be committed to capturing and holding your attention from beginning to end. Attention is the act of focusing on an object, thought, or concept. and it's the key to storing new information into your long-term memory. It's crucial that your child feels stimulated and engaged by their Spanish lessons so that they notice more patterns in grammar or spelling, for example. Meaningful interactions are invaluable to acquiring language skills. Instead of memorizing a bunch of generic words and phrases that they may never use, your child learns useful and meaningful vocabulary, grammar, and conversational skills that give them the tools to talk about themselves and their world. Many of our teachers encourage their students to bring objects to their class to further inspire conversations and to avoid relying on translation in class. Memory involves building new pathways in the brain, not simply memorizing lists. We want to look for a program that embraces live, interactive conversation, that requires spontaneous retrieval of information that they've learned. There shouldn't be any lists or translation to memorize, because this would only train you to translate everything in your head from Spanish to English. Your goal, of course, is to speak Spanish naturally. When learning a new language, we are actually building new pathways in our brain, which takes time, dedication, and repetition. Our teachers start every session with engaging conversation and pointed questions to review and reinforce previous lessons. Our curriculum builds upon itself, deepening those pathways in your brain until speaking Spanish becomes second nature. Accountability is simple: being responsible for what you do. Your child may be younger and still learning what this means, or they're older and they've begun practicing it. No matter their age, the perfect Spanish curriculum will teach its students to understand their role and responsibility in learning the language. They must be encouraged to actively participate in conversations, pay attention to lessons, complete tasks, quizzes, and homework, and to stay motivated to learn outside of the class. If you like what you've learned so far about Homeschool Spanish Academy, I'm happy to say there's so much more we have to offer. HSA creates the perfect curriculum specifically for your child. Every child is unique and may need something tailored specifically to their learning needs. If your student needs to just review certain parts of a curriculum because they've already mastered some topics, our teachers can start them right at the appropriate lesson, so they aren't bored with the class. On the other hand, if your student needs a little more time to review a tricky topic, our teachers take the time to get extra review material and make sure they master each lesson. HSA gives you assessment options. Not everyone wants the same things out of their language programs, and we understand that. Some students would like to focus more on conversational Spanish, while others already speak fluently but need help with their written Spanish. Our teachers can accommodate and adjust the curriculum for your students' needs. All of our Spanish curricula have homework, quizzes, and tests built into the programs. But you can opt out of these and do a freestyle course of study if you prefer. Keep in mind that if you are looking for high school credit, your student will not be able to choose the freestyle course. Additionally, we have worked with numerous students that have learning disabilities, such as dyslexia and ADHD. Just let your teacher know and they will accommodate accordingly. We are here to make learning Spanish easy for your child. We offer Spanish 1, 2, 3, and Spanish 4 for high schoolers. And we can provide a transcript for each completed semester. We've recorded lots of testimonials about how our unique high school curriculum has helped students succeed in high school while preparing for college classes. Here at Homeschool Spanish Academy, we are constantly improving our classes. For that reason, we are making some exciting changes to our curriculum. The flexibility and teaching methods will be the same, but we will be bringing you a lot more content with some extra special products for all you parents. One important change will be our alignment with the ACTFL standards and level system. You will be able to see what fluency level your student is at and what they need to work on at each level. I hope I've helped you understand all the details you'll need to explore in order to find the perfect Spanish curriculum. If you'd like to connect with us at Homeschool Spanish Academy to learn more about our Spanish programs, visit us at our website. You'll see the link in the description below. While you're at it, sign up for a free trial class with us and see for yourself what it's like to engage in a live online class with one of our certified Spanish teachers. They're fun, effective, and easy to talk to. We promise you'll enjoy your time in class. Expand your world from home and get started today.